Well, as you know, I wrote this new book, Entrepreneurs Will Save the World. I get that it's kind of an overstatement, but it's why we're meeting today, why I'm talking to you, because in the book, I reveal 8 traits of the entrepreneurial mindset. And one of those traits, because I know you've read the book, that resonates well with you today, particularly as you're thinking about this new transition, which you said before we got on today, that's going to happen at the end of this month from the time we're recording.
I think you wrote this book for me, as I'm reading this, because it comes at the perfect time. The reason I say that, it comes at the perfect time. You could not have written this book at a more perfect time for me, because I'm shifting from pastor to entrepreneur. I've always been, as we mentioned earlier, entrepreneur, but this is giving me language. This is giving me traction. This is giving me a roadmap to go. Because, when you start something like this and you literally go out on your own, where do you start? Like when I wake up, I'm taking 30 days off after I conclude my time at Gwinnett Church. And then on that first day, what do I do? Well, your book is helping me giving me some traction. And it's hard for me to pick my favorite, Michael, of the 8, but I would say right now, probably the one that's resonating the most is resourcefulness, and to be the plea to be more scrappy. And you've heard the statement, fortune favors the bold. I think in this new world, fortune favors the scrappy. And how I define scrappy is, and you allude to this in the book as well, but you can't believe in your excuses anymore. Excuses sound like I don't have enough money to launch, or I don't know enough people, or I don't have enough experience. Well, all that may be true. You don't need to deny reality, but you can't believe in your excuses. For example, a mutual friend of ours, Tim Tassopoulos, who is the COO of Chick-fil-A, Tim has noticed that when an operator at Chick-fil-A thrives, it's when he or she has stopped listening to their excuses, such as, well, you know what, my restaurant's not in a good area anymore, or you know what, this happened or that happened, or they built a store down the road for me and all my business is going to that store. Those are true. But a scrappy, resourceful person says, I can still impact the outcome. And that's something I would share with your community is, yes, there's some things we can't control, but you can still impact the outcome. So let me give you an example of how I'm trying to be scrappy right now. I'm going to LinkedIn, I'm searching organizational development and clicking on people. And it lists people such as the organizational or leadership development at Coca-Cola, the organizational leadership development officer or director of Home Depot. And I'm just contacting them directly and saying, can I send you a free copy of my book? Because I think it might help. Now, am I going to get 100% of responses of that? No. Am I going to get a few? Yes. And will one of those maybe lead to something big? Probably so. So that resourcefulness that you talk about in the book is so important. But for me, Michael, that's not naturally my personality. I'm not naturally somebody that's going to go knock on the door. I'm not a cold call person. I'm not any of that. So your call and your challenge to be more resourceful, it's going to help me in the journey ahead.